Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of your favorite dad-centric podcast, Beautiful Boys. I'm one of your hosts, Michael Shane Cannon.
I'm your other host, Andy Haynes.
This is a solo pod. No, it's not.
A duo.
The two of us. No guest, just the boys.
We're doing a Love is Blind episode where we'll both be in booths. We'll guess what the other one's saying and looks like, and we'll masturbate. And that's on the Patreon.
They have to there's got to be a couple of the interviews that get really out of hand early, right?
Yeah. Where he's like, you want to see the shadow of my piece?
They're just behind them with their phone light, just trying to show.
Look at
that. This is no magnification. I'll be on the road, MikeCannonComedy.com for all my dates. May 15th and the 16th, I'll be in Houston, Texas at the Riot. 2 shows. Come out to that. August 14th. Oh, no, I got to fill in June and July. Oh, I'm going to be in Boston in June. There's a couple things that aren't quite up on my website yet, but they will be. Mike Cannon Comedy. There's going to be a New England run. There may be a middle of the country run. We got a whole lot of stuff cooking. YouTube/Mike Cannon Comedy as well.
I will be at the Empire Comedy Club in Portland, Maine this weekend. That's Friday, 1 show only so far. And then the next couple cities are St. Petersburg, Florida, Brooklyn, New York, Deadwood, South Dakota, all the Funny Bones in Ohio, and then I'll be in Salt Lake City, and then Boston, Massachusetts, Tacoma, Washington, Eugene, Oregon, Portland, Oregon.
Can I ask an embarrassing question?
Pittsburgh, Detroit, Las Vegas, San Francisco, Lisbon, Portugal.
Oh, more like
Lisbon. Yeah, okay, cool.
Is that the Deadwood?
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
It's cool. It's going to be at a casino, and they're going to hate everything I do.
Get tickets.
Blow. Hey, this episode's brought to you by Zyn 11 milligram and Chinese pants. If you guys are on Instagram and you see a cool pair of pants, chances are they're from China. They're made in China.
I have a question for you. That was the worst thing I've ever seen. Actually, no. I watched Zach Amico do that yesterday. Both of those were bad.
Pretty gross.
This is a dumb question, do you find that you judge clothing you buy off Instagram more harshly than clothing you buy off TikTok? Like, do you think one of them
I've never bought anything off TikTok, so I don't actually know the...
I never get off Instagram. I'm a TikTok shopper.
Yeah, TikTok, I just have done so poorly for so long.
Uh-huh.
There was a while where I was doing well, and I got up to I'm around 50K. Mm-hmm. But whenever that ownership changed, and I had Trump derangement syndrome, I just have not gotten more than 1,200 views.
Yeah,
and so I'm just like, what?
I've had to appeal 100% of the videos I've posted since every
you
single
being
time.
Kiwis are weird. They're flagged.
Hey, we have a embargo for kiwis that we can't have public facing. It's by far the most successful app that I have social media wise, and for some reason I don't consider it real, and I also buy pants there.
Yeah, it's a good pants store.
Yeah, but I do think I got these Chinese swooshy pants or whatever, and these are not. No, these are Uniqlo, but I literally do not have a strip of hair here anymore. You see that?
Because it rubbed off.
Because it rubbed off. So whatever
they're probably radioactive too. Yeah,
was in the Pikachu pants. I mean, it literally stripped me of leg hair.
Yeah, you're just gonna have. That's I always. You would hear a story, because this doesn't really happen in the States, but you'd hear a story from China where it's 500 people died today because of milk. The milk was tainted. And then they make some guy from the factory commit seppuku out on the, the steps in front of the Mao portrait. And I think the same thing's happening with the pants. They're like, oh, we made these out of uranium.
Yeah, leftover uranium.
Yeah, we had some leftover uranium.
Nothing will go to waste on this buffalo.
And so those are your pants, and you'll never have a kid again.
Yeah, it was Sudoku, what'd you say?
Seppuku.
Seppuku? Yeah, that's is that what it is? It's in, across, up?
Yeah. Well, it's like in, across, and then I think you, or maybe twist.
And turn?
You're cutting all your
I know what you're doing.
guts.
Holy shit, man. That really is heroic. Like, that's...
I think it would hurt.
You got to be damn sure you want it to end if you're doing that.
I just can't imagine. I'd like that amount of honor or whatever.
Right.
That is insane. I have no interest. You can dress me up like a pretty lady and throw like feces at me. I'll be fine.
Do you know how I want to be executed? Like if I ever get in trouble?
Yeah.
You ever see March of the Wooden Soldiers?
No.
What? You've never seen? Have you seen March of the Wooden Soldiers? It's on every Thanksgiving. It came out probably in the 40s. I think it's one of the. It's
Christ, that was farther than I thought you were going to go.
I think it's
everything you do is like it came out in 1994. But this one's literally
is this not something that people watch? March of the Wooden Soldiers, I assume,
not
was
outside
like,
of Rockland County.
That's so funny, dude. You ever have something that's in your life for so long you just assumed it's required reading for everyone?
Yeah, of course.
I
Chitty
thought,
Chitty Bang Bang.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
So it's about it's about like babes in Toyland, basically. Like it's these guys, Laurel and Hardy, that live in the world of toys. So it's like the three pigs blowing houses down. Like, you know, there's a Mickey Mouse offshoot. There's like all this different stuff, and then the boogeymen come. But what was it? Why did I bring this up?
You were going to talk about execution.
Oh, yeah. So I want to be executed. The guy gets in trouble because they think that he like kidnapped some broad, but it was the bad guy, Bartleby. And he gets put in this seat and he's dunked in water.
Okay.
Repeatedly.
Does he die?
He doesn't. He lives. But I would that would be a fun way to die.
Okay.
Because if you're on like kind of, you know, you're in a swing, so it's almost kind of jovial and fun.
I want to die like this.
Childhood.
I want to be in a what's that called? Like the gladiator. It's like a round, you know, a pit of some
gauntlet?
sort. Yeah, gauntlet.
Yeah.
And I want them to release dogs.
Oh.
Yeah.
What kind of dogs? Little ones?
Killers.
So it takes slow?
No. I want to fight. I want to be punching dogs, kicking them off me, choking one. Yeah. But like the Gray. I want to go out like the Gray.
I've never seen that.
Liam Neeson versus a pack of wolves.
Damn. That would, what animal, how big of a, you know, let's go back to some here's the scenario days. What's the biggest animal you could take down in a fight to the death?
Dude, I don't think we could beat dogs. I'm going to be honest. Like,
well, it depends on the dog.
I heard a badger can kill me.
A badger will fuck your world up.
Yeah.
A wolverine, like they're small, but they take on giant predators.
Yeah, if you read Life of Pi, that book, he talks about
Is that the tiger in a boat movie?
He talks about every animal in the zoo is deadly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I just watched, and I don't, you know, these days with AI, who knows what's real and what's not. But I just watched a road runner in a slow motion battle with a snake, like peck the snake's eyeballs out.
Really?
It was so much faster and quicker reaction wise that it literally was standing. The snake's head is here, and it's just looking at it like, "What are you gonna do?" And it would juke out of the way and just pop him right in the top. I think he caught his eyeball at some point.
Nice.
It was awesome.
We were for my 40th. We went upstate. We were like up in by Bashbish Falls up there in
Bashabitch Falls.
Bashbish Falls.
Oh.
And
like,
it's like right where
that's way
Connecticut, Massachusetts, and New York. I didn't give you your credit for that joke. Bashabitch Falls, Tuckahoe Inn. But we like heard something on the trail, and we had Mouse. Mouse was loose, and it was like, that sounds like a rattlesnake.
Yeah.
And I was like, we're on the East Coast. It's impossible. And then sure enough, we get up. It's a fucking rattlesnake.
Yeah.
And Mouse was like 2 feet away from getting bit, and we got her back, and then we like went the other way, and I was like, I've never heard of a rattlesnake. Apparently, there's rattlesnakes.
They're all over there. I've run into 2 rattlesnakes, or the last 2 times I've gone to Harriman State Park and camped.
Yeah.
Every time walking back, we've run into a rattlesnake.
It makes me terrified to go running out there. Rattlesnakes don't fuck around. You like
I can't
lose
believe
your leg.
You've been just casually.
It was so funny. We told the ranger. We were like, "Hey, we saw a rattlesnake up there," and he's like, "You're so lucky the dog's not dead." He's like, "I can't tell you how many dogs like that."
Man.
And he said, they swell up and they're just balls. He was like, they're just dead ball of dog.
Holy shit, man! You have it. Would you have even carried her back, or would you have
I'd
left
thrown
it
her in a
the
garbage
woods?
can.
Yeah. You punt the ball of dog into a pond.
I would have taken a picture, put it on stories. R.I.P. Mouse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got some traction.
Yeah.
Then been like, I'm looking for a new dog.
I need spots. You guys, I'm really sad. My dog died. I need spots.
If there's a way I could work out these feelings on your stage.
Yeah, that was me last night. I'm going through a thing right now. I'll check in with you in a second. Where I am desperately trying to write new material.
Yeah.
And all of it is not working. And it is driving me crazy because I'm like literally like sitting down and going like I don't write jokes like this. I write jokes like freehand and then I find a joke in it. And I'm like literally sitting there being like, okay, this is like watching another person's set, you know, and being like, okay, they did the joke structure. Like, what is joke structure? Like literally 21 years in being, what is joke structure? And still getting to the stage and people being like, have you ever done this before? Have you ever done comedy before?
Well, do you know what that is? That's like Kobe Bryant in Game 7 of the finals once went like 7 of 24, something like that. And it's because he wanted it too badly. He was pushing too hard. He was forcing up shots. He wasn't getting people involved. It was like he wanted it so much that it actually made him, he was failing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So sometimes I feel that way when it's like my directive is too intense and I need to like, the output is in, I need to get this done and I feel motivated but not inspired. That's when like you just, you feel like you're fucking running through mud.
Yeah, I have a joke about it and it only worked for once, I think, because I was in a room full of comics. But I was like, do you know how insane it is that I can be bad at comedy? Because I've done comedy every night for 21 years. There's no other instrument that I could have played and not been an expert still. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody after 21 years of playing the piano gets up there and they're like, bum, 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 bum. You know, like they're always going to be able to do it, you know? And I guess I could always do it if I play the hits. You know, that's like my play the hits. I can always play the hits.
You could, but I'm curious if like a pianist would disagree with you. Because I think about it all the time where it's like when I worked in an office, I could go 4 weeks of not showing up and I could go back and I'd know exactly what to do.
Yeah.
Comedy, if I miss 2 days, it feels as though I may have never done it before.
Yeah, and I was also like, I was kind of in La La Land over the weekend. I was with my gal and just really...
You're calling her your gal.
Just exercising my demons.
Yeah, pumping loads.
I don't want to say that.
Oh, sorry.
You know? I don't want to say that.
I hear you.
But, you know, having a great time.
Having a great time.
Having some fancy dinners.
Fancy?
Yeah.
Nice. Look at you. See, this is the early phase of Andy. Nice dinners. What do you, Chinese pants?
Yeah, Chinese pants. That was one of the funny things that, well, I don't know if I should say this.
Don't say her name.
No, not her. My wife and me, when we were fighting right after we split up, she was like, and you're dressing all nice. And I was like, what, am I supposed to dress like a shithead?
Women hate when you become the man they wish you were right after they leave you.
Yeah. I got a 6-pack.
Yeah.
I got Chinese pants.
I mean, the Chinese pants are doing the heavy lifting.
I'm going to get a hair transplant.
Are you?
Yeah.
A freebie?
A second.
Nice.
It won't be free. I tried.
Yeah.
I kept on hitting places up, and then I think they'd look at my content and be like, no.
we see how the ads
They
do.
gave Francis one.
Yeah.
That was one of the places I hit up. I was like, oh, hey, what's up? I saw you work with Francis.
Yeah.
And they were like, it'll be $16,000.
Well, that's also
His audience is
the power of the stool, too.
Yeah, his audience is 100% the hair transplant community.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like ours is, too, though.
Yeah, they are.
You know?
But it's not as tangible.
Limp-wristed men trying to find a modicum of confidence.
I have said this, you know what, I think, and I don't know if you feel like you fit in this same bubble. I feel like you kind of do fit in the same bubble as me, which is that one hindrance to mass success, it's twofold, right? And I'm not going to complain about stand-up. This is just a funny thing. I am too gay for the bros.
Yeah.
And I'm homophobic to the other side of that.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
It says it in our comments, dude. I mean, the Pemberton clip, again, there's people like, these are the people you're hanging out with, Johnny? My God.
Really?
This is disappointing. Yeah. And we're just making jokes, and we're so queefy.
Was it because I said the ice thing?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, Jesus
Yeah, that
Christ.
lost you half your audience. But
I don't care.
And then I'm like, Andy, too much. Like, I'm the hero.
But it's scale back.
You changed my life a little bit.
Thank you.
By answering, or not answering, but offering insight into something that I had always felt and never was able to quantify. So the basketball thing of like, I'm like, my whole life, I'm like, I'm a fucking I can't believe I caught that. I'm like, I'm a fucking jock.
Yeah.
Why don't these guys think I'm a man?
Yeah.
Like, what is happening? And then you said, you're like, basketball, and whether this is true or not is almost irrelevant. It's just, it reads true for me, where you're like, it's a little more sensitive, evolved, artsy.
Yeah.
You know, like basketball is kind of a balletic sport. It's very like dance, rhythm.
Well,
and
it
kinda
also
like,
demands a certain amount of liberalism because it's so black. Mm-hmm. So it's not like you're going to be able
so
to.
is football though, but that's like,
But football still has white quarterbacks.
yeah, and the coaches are almost always white, and it's very kind of like, it's racially diverse and almost like the CEO to worker situation.
Like, of course the D-line is black. Or whatever.
Well, Shane did that incredible sketch of like, the school
first
that
ever,
the school that was like, we will not end segregation. This will remain. And then they got their ass kicked by a school that diversified. They're like, we're taking all black applicants.
We should make them in. No, and then I think the other thing about it is that like certain audiences, they're like, the girls are out.
Yeah.
The girlies are coming out. I'm putting on my fucking clothes and we are going to go out. We're going to take pictures and, it's a fun time. Mm-hmm. And I think the majority of my fans are like guys like me, where they're like, they got a lot of shit going on and they're like, I'd like to go. It would be cool, but I'm probably not gonna. That'd be cool. I like that guy. He's funny.
Yeah.
But it's $40.
I have a lot to do.
Yeah, I'm good. Hey, I love you, man. I'm not gonna make it.
Yeah, but I will continue absorbing your free content.
Yeah,
I will take that in for sure.
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was gonna say, but you were in La La Land all weekend. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Andy's state of mind as opposed to the details. How are you feeling personally right now?
I've been good-ish. I was kind of in a slump. For like a month, and I think it really had to do with the fact I couldn't run because I hurt my knee and my groin, and that's kind of been my major outlet.
Yeah.
Also, my therapist has not been available, so I haven't gone to therapy for a month. So, kind of the perfect storm.
What, are you on vacay?
No, I'm just like he's so busy. He only fits me in when there's like cancellations and stuff.
Gotcha.
And every time he's got a cancellation, it's like I'm not in town.
Right.
Anyways,
that's the state of modern mental health, my friend.
Yeah.
I stopped reaching out. I stopped looking for a therapist. I was like, I guess I'll just white knuckle my life for the rest of my life, because everybody you talk to is like, I'll fit you in if I can.
Yeah.
And it's like, how about you drive your fucking BMW into the goddamn river?
Yeah.
You shouldn't even have a goddamn license.
Well, the thing about a therapist too is it's like that's the one healthcare professional where you have to really feel them out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like you can go to a doctor and you're not gonna be like, I don't like maybe you have a bad
Disagree, by the way.
experience.
I've left doctors. I've
sure.
left doctors mid-appointment.
All right.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. But what I'm saying is with a therapist, you have to like talk with them, see if you vibe, maybe a couple sessions. I remember like being in this therapist's office and just being like, this is not going to work. Like on the second or third visit. Yeah. And then me telling him I didn't want to do it anymore and him kind of like trying to neg me.
Yeah.
And just weird shit like that. Like a doctor, you just cancel the appointment. Therapists, they're like, oh, okay.
Well, there's a reason behind that. And meanwhile, this is my issue, and I know I've said it before, and this is likely a lot of Irish Catholicism pouring its way out of my mouth, but the fact that it's some human being whose livelihood relies on your coming back.
Yeah.
I just can't. there's a part of me that really can't rectify that. It's just because there is no grand finale. There's no you graduated. Congrats. You can take a break or whatever. It's like, well, do you not go to the gym? Because therapy is a mental gym. And it's like, it feels more like mental masturbation sometimes. It feels like I'm jerking off in front of somebody who doesn't even really want to see it, but I paid him to sit there.
Also, you don't have a cold plunge and a steam room, you know?
If my therapist had a cold plunge and I can jump in that, like post-cry or something, that's an office I'd like to be in.
I'm up to 5 minutes in the cold plunge.
That's good.
Yeah.
What are you trying to build up to?
I don't know.
Yeah. My son's jujitsu coach, he really made me like, this was when I was doing like 1.5 minutes and I was like just starting out. And his 7-year-old Chinese son was like doing 7 minutes every morning in 32 degrees. And he's like, yeah, my boys, it's an important discipline that I've bestowed upon them. And they're doing it every single day.
I realized the other day that I wasn't doing shit because I've been doing like 2 and 3 minutes. I'll go back and forth. I'll cycle between the sauna and that. And then there was this little, I found out he was Vietnamese. I didn't know what he was when I talked to him. Mm-hmm. But I was like, he was in there with me. And I got out and I went to the sauna. And then I came back out and he was still in.
Oh.
And I was like, how long are you doing?
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm trying to do 15. And I was just like, what? And he was so chill. He was so relaxed. I guess had just done a long run, like a half marathon or something.
So he has to cool his entire body. But
that seems dangerous to me.
Well, hypothermic, like you can get legitimate hypothermia if you're in, and this is from my ChatGPT research, but it's like anywhere from like 20 minutes on. So he's flying close to the sun.
I love that.
Of just allowing his body to potentially shut down on him.
Just hypothermia in the middle of a Lifetime Fitness.
Yeah.
We were talking about dying earlier. I do want to die someplace inconvenient.
For you or for others?
For others.
Okay.
I think it would be really funny to die someplace. Like, I keep on thinking it's funny if I die on stage. Uh-huh. Because then, like, you have to, like, still, like, do checks.
They don't comp anybody's Phil. Dude, that would be fun if only it was like one of those like, and then you just fall in like a Jacob's ladder pile of yourself. That would be very fun.
Yeah.
But going down, you ever see what's her tits from Chelsea lately during the pandemic when she was like bragging about getting 9 boosters and then she fucking toppled over?
No.
Heather McMahon? Is that her name?
Heather McDonald.
Heather McDonald. Dude, she's on stage talking like, and I got my booster. And they're like, woo! And then she's like, and like loses consciousness, passes out. It's like, God damn, that fall was sponsored by Johnson & Johnson.
That's so funny. Yeah, I want it to be inconvenient. I want people to have to be like, fuck. All right, put a blanket over him. We'll do checks at the door. And then they have to like pick me up. I'm all fucking limp and langy.
I think the thing that I'm really bummed out about that I'm thinking of more and more lately, and I'm sure this has crossed every comedian's or traveling human's mind, is I really don't want to die in a hotel. I know it doesn't matter. It doesn't ultimately matter, but I really don't want to just take my last breath in a fucking Holiday Inn Express.
No. I think I'd be happy if I had the kind of money.
Fucking a bag of Sour Patch Kids on my chest.
Like, my heart feels kind of weird.
Yeah. Just rock hard towelettes surrounding me. Another bed with food all over it.
Yeah, just covered in jizz. That's the jerking off bed. No, I don't want to die in one of those.
I'm in a full chrysalis of cum.
That's how they find you. Cocoon.
I mean, chrysalis. Where did I get that one from? Where did this guy see Wild Kratts live lately?
Wild Brats?
I saw Wild Kratts. I told you that. I went to the King's Theater in Brooklyn. It was Kidchella.
Yeah.
Which, for those of you, I mean, everybody here that listens to the pod, I assume, has kids or is, near children. But Wild Kratts is a PBS for kids show. They used to have Zaboomafoo. It's two Kratt brothers. And the way that they approach teaching about animals and stuff and like introducing the word zoologist as a job, like that was, I don't know if I knew exactly what those guys did. Like I thought they were more TV people than they were like animal people. I thought they had, vested interest in both and just kind of found their lane, as do comics. But they started as zoologists and then came on to TV. Like they were able to present and do all that stuff. So the idea that like my son is hearing that zoology is a study and is a job, I'm like, that's cool because it's like right in his wheelhouse of interest. And if that's something, I don't know, I just didn't hear about like a ton of different jobs when I was a kid. You ever feel that way? No, you're from Seattle.
Well, the weird thing about it is that I did hear about a lot of jobs, but the weird thing about my childhood, which I think is to a detriment, was that nobody told me to do anything. I had parents that were very much like, we're going through our own shit. Stay over there. Don't get arrested. Don't set anything on fire. And just logically, those things made sense to say to me because I did get arrested and I did set things on fire. And I was a pill. And so by the time I was like kind of settling down and getting interested in school and kind of wanting to be like, what is that called? Ambitious.
Sure.
They were just kind of like, we're glad he's not dead and in jail. So all my college applications I did on my own. All my fucking school activities I did on my own. Yeah. All that shit. So when jobs came up when I was in my 20s and stuff, it was literally like, oh, you can do that? Like I remember the first time somebody told me to do an SNL packet. I was like, oh, you can work there?
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody else was like, my dad bought me this guy's book when I was 16 and I studied it, you know? And I watched every single episode and they know every fucking writer's name from the fucking day they, you know, and they're just like, that's what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
I loved SNL. I did not know you could do it. You know?
Right,
I thought you got picked from birth.
Yeah, they found you somewhere.
Yeah, you got raised in a tank.
I thought that's how show business worked.
Yeah.
Was that there were Lorne Michaels dispersed through the country.
Yeah.
And they would go, you know, almost like how Dottie Henson was found in a league of their own.
Yeah.
You're just playing in a farm team, hitting softballs over the fence. And then, you know, Lorne is like, hey, would you like to be in...
Dottie's the one with the weird eyes?
No, that's Gina Davis.
Oh, who's the one that's the can't look?
Marla Hooch. What a hitter.
Yeah.
And they're like 3 miles away from her because she's so ugly. Yeah, she looks like Groot. Or Gru.
She's sad to leave her dad.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It was so sweet.
I love that. That movie.
Can things be sweet again without being lame? I feel like people try to do this bullshit like the Good News Network with John Krasinski, and it's like, fuck off, you're a CIA plant. But, you know, I
used to coach his daughter.
Really?
He's in such good shape in like real life that you're just like...
Yeah, I saw them in person. I went to Amy Schumer's birthday party.
Oh, yeah.
And Emily Blunt and Cara Delevingne made fun of me.
Did you whack it to that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did. They were like, what's your shirt? And I was like, oh, it's this online ceramics thing. And they're like, oh, interesting. And I was like, you mean bitches. You're so fucking rich.
How about the fact that we pried this country from your cold, dead hands, you fucking wanks?
Why don't you go do some more cut up coke, you little rat. You little rat.
Was there a bowl of coke? We shouldn't do that.
No. No, this was very docile. This was like, I mean, it was weird because it's like, you know, I know Amy through, I've met her a handful of times and then I knew her through Rosebud. And then, but like Mark Ruffalo's there, Emily and John are there, Cara Delevingne's there, the Seinfelds are there. There's a couple other celebrities. And when I get in those situations, all I do is I go, don't say anything stupid.
Right.
Don't be like, what is it like to be famous? You know, like, do you have to pay for stuff or do people give you everything? You know, do you know what tap is? So yeah, in those situations, I just go, be cool. I just talk to John Glazer the whole time, who I love. Hey, everybody. If you're not aware, we are now taking calls from you, the listeners.
That's right. You're a direct participant in our show now because we've run out of personal content to give you.
So please give us a call at
646-598-2417.
And we will pick your voicemail and we'll play it on the pod and we'll answer it. And hopefully everybody feels better.
That's right. Yeah. So ask us for advice. We can settle a debate. You can start a debate between us.
You can just vent.
dad questions. I would love a vent, actually.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. We
You
have
wanna
some,
just tell us-
real personal ones, too.
I would love it.
I love that.
If you told me some wins maybe you had over your wife, that'd be
If you're
Boy.
a guy and you won an argument or a situation over your wife, call in. It's the win line. 646-598-2417.
yeah.
So I'm on this tip, new me, folks, is that I'm now saying whatever I want.
Yeah.
I'm now doing that. Is with other parents, with other people. Like I met Sagalo at the Beacon this past weekend, and he was opening for Bert, and like we sat and chopped it up for a little while, and like it was great. Bert was super kind. Like the whole place was. I'd never been to the bowels of the Beacon.
Oh, yeah,
I've
yeah.
only seen
It's cool.
shows. It's great, and I love
Those like 5 floors of green rooms.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's
and just
awesome.
all the pictures and stuff. And I got into this like a lot of. I'm a fucking fan. Like I'm a real fan of like the history of performance and rock bands and venues and certain stuff like that. So for me to even like be able to go there and like smell what the Beacon is like, and I know how
putting
lame
your face
that sounds.
on the couch.
Kinda.
Who sat here last?
But I'm one of those dudes that you watch the Comedian documentary, right?
Yeah.
And he's talking about how this place has that unmistakable comedy club smell of
Yeah.
like
That was my home
cigarettes,
club.
alcohol, like wood and like whatever. I cream over that shit. Like
Yeah.
I romanticize it so much because I love it. And so to just be there, but it was funny because I was taking my new me for a spin too, and I made one like absolutely horrific joke in the middle of a conversation with like Bert, like a couple of his fans, and thank God nobody heard it. And I looked over at Shane Torres, and he was like,
That's awesome.
"Yeah," and I was like, "Oh God."
Yeah, I feel like I was this summer. Last summer I really like dialed into something. Like I was like doing everything I wanted to do, knew what I wanted. It was like everything was actualizing in that lame way of like I'm like thinking it. I believe it can happen. It's happening type of stuff. And then I think my wife saw that I was too happy, and so she said, "Let's get a divorce." And
I don't like this ascension.
yeah, I don't like how happy you are.
Yeah,
And
now go live in the bowels of the building.
yeah, we have to
pig.
go to the servants' quarters. I did
Go sleep in your windowless room.
because I did have a lady friend over. She didn't end up coming over to the house, but I did fix the bathroom up.
Nice.
The hallway bathroom. I fixed it up.
Did any of the other guys that are
Nobody else lives down there.
one other guy is in a fight with his wife?
No, they'll be
Damn.
there. They'll be down there.
Dude,
It's like I'm gonna write when I leave that place. I'm gonna write Andy was here. What is that?
yeah, Brooks was here. You should
Yeah.
leave a loose belt over the girder.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. This is the hanging bolt. Oh. No, but I'm trying to get back to that place because it was something about running, and because I don't think I've ever had like great work ethic. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like I can sit down, I can write. You can write till the fucking cows come home.
Yeah.
But if you're not like intentional about it, memorizing stuff, fixing bits, whatever that is, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
You're not really doing the hard work.
Yeah.
And so I really started working really hard. And then I everything was like coming together. And I think, just the natural, like depressive kind of like going through shit, fucking tumult, all that stuff kind of threw me off. Then I got hurt and stuff like that. But I'm really trying to get back to that place of just being like, like when I don't get a bunch of spots, not being like, it's because I'm bad.
Yeah.
I'm bad. I will never sell tickets.
Yeah. Well, what I've been dealing with that kind of thing is like everything's actualized. This will last forever. Is understanding that none of it does either way. Like nothing goes forever.
The
either
good
way.
doesn't last. The bad doesn't.
No,
last.
there's just constant maintenance. It's up to you whether or not that maintenance has to be you need to replace all 4 of the tires or if you have to just put a little air in them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like it's when you realize it, when you're noticing that things are slipping, how you can bring yourself back on track, and it's also not overreacting to which I do. The overreaction to the negativity is what then sinks you deeper and makes it more difficult to come back out.
Yeah.
Because I mean, just yesterday, I'm dealing with this shit, man. Like this fucking just somebody sending me violent messages, whatever. I'm just dealing with it, and I'm not scared. It's just fucking annoying. And then it like hurts my feelings that like somebody out there, albeit unwell and whatever, like hates me that much. And like, that I bring that much sadness or negativity to somebody's life. And I just start thinking of who I am as a person. And is that what I'm giving out there?
Yeah,
like, that's the influence I'm doing? Like,
it is.
It is. But you know what I mean? And I just got like, I got kind of fucking slogged down by it a lot yesterday. And then I did a pod, did new jokes, and kind of immediately.
Yeah, you had a great set.
But it was just one of those things where it's like, it's remembering who you are. It's the Simba looking up at the clouds and Mufasa's up there and he's like, remember who you are.
Yeah, you know what I need to go do? I need to go touch grass. That's what I got to do. I got to go do like a mountain. I go up to Harriman.
Yeah.
Remember, because that always makes me go, oh, you're like the Scoofy guy. You're the Scoofy, like.
Scooby.
Goofy.
Oh, Goofy.
Yeah, Scoofy.
He didn't say Goofy, did he?
Did you notice that Nicole's kind of dressed like a pilot right now or something? You look like you fly cocaine.
Nicole does look like she flies a single-engine Cessna with a couple bricks.
She doesn't like this. She's very mad at me right now.
She hates it.
But you have a leather jacket on with a Hawaiian shirt.
I mean, right before we started, I gave you a really big compliment about your
I'm
outfit.
so sorry. It was just.
It does feel like you're kind of slamming it back in my face a little bit.
You're dressed like Baloo from Rescue Rangers.
Cool. It's really cold in here, by the way.
We're gonna get fired. Fuck, Nicole. I'm so sorry. I think you have great fashion sense, and I
love
apologize.
the outfit. You're fitted.
Well, now you don't have to like totally flip because it looked like my feelings were hurt.
No, I was going to say that I can't even see your feelings, but I'm saying I do like the outfit, and I will make fun just because it's fun to make fun,
I see. Carry on.
Sorry, Nicole.
You look like a retired like Army pilot or Air Force pilot that now flies recreationally.
That's also another thing that happens to me, by the way. I have the worst success with a roast. Like, I have the worst success with a roast. Like, every time I roast, people are like, what the fuck, man? Like, I'll be like, hey, look at this guy. He looks like his fucking parents got divorced and his dad killed himself. And they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I've done this recently where I'm like, wipe the frown off. Would your mom just die? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, no. I just have the worst instinct to go for exactly what is actually wrong.
I literally, like I would do those roasts for a little bit. Like I got asked to do the roast battle when it was kind of like right before it was a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a really good roast with Toby Mauriciano or whatever. Oh. He's really good at it.
Yeah.
And I won with like one line.
Nice.
One line I won on.
What was the line?
I don't know. I can't remember actually.
My name is Toby.
Yeah,
it
was
part
that.
of it?
Yeah, it was. I did a Green Mile reference. Is that Green Mile?
No, that was. I think that was.
Kunta Kinte.
Kunta Kinte. Yeah.
He says my name is Kunta.
He sure does.
Or maybe he eventually breaks. But is that John Brown?
Isn't that the guy from Reading Rainbow?
He's the young one, but by the time they chop his foot off. It's John.
They chop his foot off? I haven't even seen the whole series.
Boring. He goes back to watching a show called The Italians Built America. How the Italians built America. But what the fuck was I going to say? Yeah, so I was doing that roast show, and I did the TV show too, and I lost to Nicole Amy Schreiber. But it was, fun or whatever. But then I would go and I would do the judging.
Yeah.
I had enough clout or whatever.
Yeah.
And every time they'd be like, Andy, what do you think? And I'd be like, it looks like you have an iron deficiency and your parents don't love you. And they'd be like, You bummed out everybody. Yeah.
It's so you ever like judge one of those and you just see a comic that you don't think is ever going to be in the mix at all and you just go extra hard at them and then
Yeah.
you're like friends with them 3 years later?
Dude, that happened to me. Kelsey Cook's ex-husband is
Oh, I know him. I worked with him in Spokane.
yeah, he's
Shaved head.
Yeah, good dude.
Yeah.
He was doing one of the roast battles in LA. He had just moved down there. She was on the way up, and I think he was having a hard time.
Yeah.
And he came and he got called. He did no, it was Kill Tony. It
Oh,
was Kill
okay.
Tony. He did Kill Tony.
Oh, wow.
And I was a judge on Kill Tony, and he said he was from Seattle. And I don't know why, but I was just like, hey man, if this is your like 3 minutes at 8 years in, I don't know if it's gonna happen type of thing. Like it was like I was so mean to him.
Wow.
And he said, I met him years later. He was
Yeah.
like, I was so excited that you were on there. Cause like a Seattle guy, I know you, I like you type of thing. And he was like, I legitimately was gonna quit right after that. Like, and I was trying to be funny.
I know. That's why you genuinely, like, anytime I've done those things, I've only commented on appearance or, like, mocked a joke specifically.
Yeah.
And not have been like, because one, some people are great comics and terrible roasters, and then some people are incredible roasters and the worst comic you've ever seen in your life. So you can't, I've found that you can't make, like, an overall judgment or an accurate one based on it anyway. I remember, like, I beat up on Ronan pretty good when this was years ago, like, before I knew who he was. I think he was doing, like, the roast. What was that thing at Lucky Jack's that they were doing with Matt Moran? And it was, like, the roast
I just
league
burped
or
in
whatever.
Nicole's ears.
She looked
I
very
feel really
upset.
bad. She shot me lasers.
I didn't hear it at all. I just glanced over and Andy is staring daggers at me. So I thought you still felt that.
Because it was
or
right, I
something.
burped and then I like
It was
looked
really quiet.
and you went like,
Nicole's just overthinking the water takeoff from the Hudson River later.
I'm out. I'm out. I remember when Nicole got mad at me that last time and it shook me to my core. I'm going to keep my hat down.
We're like, even after I thought you were reaching out to grab my hand and you were just doing an act out about something, and I thought we were like, and you were like, wow, that was the first time I ever touched you and I didn't mean to. It's like still burning in the back of my head.
You were like, the room got colder. It was like when Bilbo puts on the ring, everything got dark. I touched Sandy's hand and all of a sudden the world was sepia.
You're like a Dementor from Harry Potter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I was that. I wish I could lean into something like that. Pure evil.
How dark
that's
is
a
it?
that's a joke I forgot.
Go ahead.
Is I think that men who don't embrace the manosphere should be celebrated for it and also subsidized by the government. Do you know how rich I could be right now if I hard pivoted into women and like anti-woman like divorce guy?
Yeah.
I would be rich.
You should.
Yeah?
You should. This is wrong.
Yeah.
Let's change the show. We should like legitimately. I just realized how much money is in that. Yeah, dude,
if I was just talking about how they're unreliable and it's because of like feminine energy, and I just like we did a day where we just studied the 10 power whatever
be a man's rights divorce activist.
Yes.
Like Alec Baldwin post divorce, where
exactly.
he's like, the man has no control. I paid over everything.
She's out there. She's dating guys. They're meeting my daughter. You know, things like that. Just like complaining. You know,
that could galvanize a crowd.
Yeah, I mean, all of our audience would. I
don't think anything would change.
Really?
I think the people that are here would get it, and I think we'd just grow exponentially with people that are very different than who we established the show around.
I just start showing up in like shirts with slogans, you know?
Go on.
I don't know what the slogan is. I'm trying to think of the slogan. No, like I start a lame like LLC type of thing, like a 501c that's just like dad should be home, you know, like dadsshouldbehome.org.
Oh, should we, present father, That should be a shirt.
Yes.
Right? Just present father right across the chest.
Yes.
And just be on your phone every time you wear it.
Yeah. I'm buying presents on Amazon.
God damn, we're cooking with shit. This is great.
It's
I love
great.
it.
Yeah, I am going to make the hard pivot to the right. I mean, the left is already... Because here's the thing. The right never complains about me being too woke.
Right.
They just unfollow me.
But this is why so many make that move, is because, and I've noticed it with our audience, or your audience mostly, and they're being exposed to me, which is fun.
Or my like occasional joke that is so obviously a fucking joke.
It's just very funny because you really do have to you have to throw a perfect game with these people.
Yeah.
Like you can't go outside
That is
of the lane of
the
acceptability.
one thing I will say about the left that's like is and there's a new left that's better about it. You know?
Is there?
Yeah, like the Chapo Trap House kind of audiences.
Yeah.
Like I'm like the Cumtown audience was like predominantly like dirtbag liberals.
Yeah. But they're older now, aren't they?
Yeah, but like the thing is like with the Union Hall left.
Yeah.
Like they are like, I love everything, and then it's like you do like one voice,
Right.
and they're like, we have to have a town hall.
Dude, if you say you're married, they're like anytime I've done those rooms, and I always do okay.
You've indentured a woman.
Yeah, exactly. You ruined her by coming inside of her. Like it's supposed to be an empowering thing. I talked about, I think I told this, but it wasn't at Union Hall, but it was adjacent to that vibe.
Yeah.
And this was post my wife's miscarriage, post her first miscarriage. And I was like trying to talk about it on stage. And like 4 young 20-something hot girls in the front were like, ugh. And I was like, you dumb cunts. I lost my mind. It was you're the reason why women, like this is for your benefit, the fact that I'm talking about this so candidly. I was like, you're the reason why women go into a hole and feel awful about themselves because they have to catch a sneer from some fucking dipshit clam that hasn't experienced nothing. I was like, how dare you? This was 11 seconds into my set.
That's like me last night.
Yeah.
I was just looking at that girl and I was like, you fucking manage social media personalities and you're gonna my fucking divorce.
Well, that's the thing is, one, she said, just to peel back the meat curtains, is Andy did a joke and then he asked this woman what she did for a living and she said it's too complicated to say.
Yeah.
And then Andy's like, I've asked this question to no less than 4 trillion people. It couldn't possibly be any weirder than anybody else's answer. What is it? And she's like, I manage social media influencers. And it's like, so it wasn't too complicated. It's humiliating.
Yeah.
Because it should be fucking humiliating.
Yeah.
The fact that you're getting the new dance craze to sign to you so you can fucking sell a 30-second clip to Old Spice.
Yeah.
You fuck.
You fuck. I love it.
Can I pee real quick? I have to break this up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'll talk. Hey, everybody. This is Andy. I just want you guys to know that I'm sorry for making fun of Nicole's outfit. She's a really great producer, and she's only been nothing but kind to me and really, really goes above and beyond to make sure that the show happens. And I always forget to chime in on the clips. I always forget to chime in on the group chat. And it's probably because I'm a little less close to everybody because I isolate myself. And but she's very patient, and she says, "Hey, Andy, did you following up? Did you want to chime in on this week's clips and title?" And you guys should just know that about Nicole. And even though she's not technically a mother, you guys should celebrate her on Mother's Day, which is May.
It's also my birthday.
Really? That's good. So I want lots of DMs. Really nice DMs. Send her a picture of your hog. On Nicole's birthday, DM her a picture of your hog. You know?
Yes. When's your birthday?
Mother's Day. Mother.
Nicole is mother to the pod.
Mother.
Isn't that like a
Gay thing.
Is that a gay thing?
That is funny. The girl I'm dating is
Gay?
10 years younger than me and hangs out with a lot of gay men. And so it's a lot of like, okay, that's tea.
Your life is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah. Okay, that's T. T. T.
T.
I love it. I'm going to be young forever. This is something that I don't think has ever happened in civilization, and it's because of the internet. Everybody from 25 to 50 is the same age.
Yeah.
We all listen to the same music. We all wear the same clothes.
Yeah.
We use the same vernacular.
Yeah, there's really no way
I'm
to tell.
43 years old, and I know about this. My dad was like an insurance executive.
He also looked like you freshman year of college.
Yeah.
Like, you ever see Men back then?
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't know. Isn't it funny,
It was
though?
called sunscreen with moisturizer. That's all it was.
Do you know what's weird, though, is that apparently kids are going through puberty earlier now because of the GMOs and shit.
Yeah.
But all of the adults from before our time look like they were 75 years old as freshmen in high
Yeah,
school.
you ever seen a 35-year-old in 1980?
I mean, look at fucking James Gandolfini in the first season of Sopranos.
Crazy.
He looks way older than both of us.
And he's 35, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Nicole?
T.
We got to get gifts out of this. Like when...
I like it. I'm having fun dating my decade younger girlfriend.
I mean, that's got to be fun.
Yeah.
You could trick her historically. You
Yeah.
ever tell her stuff that she was born after?
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, I can make it up. You wouldn't even know.
She doesn't care.
What is your favorite thing to teach your young girlfriend?
Oh, little like world things.
Yeah.
You know, like little like historical things. Like this happened because of that.
About
you know?
the AIDS crisis in the 80s?
Yep.
Nice.
I was on the front lines.
You were.
Yeah. My uncle lost a lot of people.
Your uncle? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was a gay and open gay, and I think that they just called it like a confirmed bachelor back then.
Man, you know who?
But there was all these gay guys that did die in Seattle, and I was not cognizant of other than the stuff that was on TV. Mm-hmm. But I remember my mom being like, "Michael's gonna die," like Michael's. I think his name was Michael Savage. I don't remember his name. He was a really fun guy though. But I grew up around a lot of gay men, and I just don't think I was like online enough to know that they were like going through. But you know my story about like how my uncle, like my dad moved across the country. My house was full of foster kids and also gay youth that my sister met through like gay youth activism, so that they would come live when their parents would find out they were gay. They'd kick them out of the house.
That's so funny that gay youth activism is almost spelled gay.
Yeah. That's the name of the group. We are gay. Yeah, no shit. But so I grew up with that and like a bunch of anarchists in and out of the house. And then also, for no reason at all, my uncle's ex-lover,
I think you have told
Jerome,
me. Yeah.
lived in my house my entire life.
Because I'm about to make the same joke I probably made the first time you told me, where you basically lived in Forrest Gump's mom's house.
Yeah, yeah. There was like squatters. I remember at one point, like one of the gay youth's like alcoholic dads moved into our house for a while.
Whoa.
Yeah, and then we had
So you were
foster
putting
kids.
families back together.
Kinda. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
It's also like
There was a ski bum that was like developmentally disabled. And he actually was he had a very large episode of the Daniel Tosh .0 show. Because he was the 45-year-old virgin. I don't know if you remember this
I
guy.
don't know. No, I don't.
But his name is Donley Miller, and he was like my ski hero at our local. And I found out that he was like needed a place to stay.
Yeah.
And so he lived in my basement for a year.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm very jealous of Tosh because he had Bill Allen from Rad, Crew
Oh,
Jones,
yeah.
on his show.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they biked together.
That's so fun.
And I was like, God, and Tosh is older than us by a fair amount, right? He's 50 probably, right?
He's in his 50s, yeah. I
Yeah.
guess.
So I was just like, damn, man, he must have watched that as like a teenager.
Yeah, also, what's crazy about him is it's like you never see him, and then
He's so good at comedy.
yeah, and then he just
He's
pops
so
back up.
fucking good, man.
So tight.
I'm not even like a huge Tosh fan. Like I don't follow him or I've never seen him live, but every time I watch one of his jokes or his clips, and I'm like, this is like what some of the writers now who are like pure jokists guys think they are, but it's like, no, this guy continued to evolve and he changed what he was talking about.
He performed the jokes and wrote the jokes.
Yes, exactly. And
that's
like
such a rarity. It's like Mulaney, you know, it's like where it's like you are performing at the level that you're writing at.
Yes.
And yeah.
You're
You're likable. That's a huge part of it because there are people that do it that we just are like, all right, shut up.
I think he's a man of our
I almost said a name there.
type. Yeah, I'm glad.
We almost had a beep.
I think he's like kind of like, maybe he isn't, I've never met him, but he reads this way where like on his website before he even had the TV show, he had a countdown till he can retire. Like literally
really?
it's like this many shows till I'm fucking finished and done and out of here. And I love that. And then he did the show, made what I assume to be untold amounts
Tens of millions
money,
of dollars.
tens of millions, toured off that quietly.
Yeah.
Like quietly was selling theaters out everywhere. There's no fucking explosions.
I've been in theaters the last month. There's a picture of him in everyone.
It's
like,
unbelievable, man, because
pure
like
poster.
you know, you almost have to be our age to know who he was. It's like people coming out now that are like super into comedy probably don't know a ton about him because his output hasn't been crazy, even though I think his podcast is pretty good.
What's interesting about him too is that like, and we can go on to the voicemail right after this because I know that you have to go to a baseball game because you are a present father.
Have you seen my baseball?
But he got kind of soft canceled before we were canceling people for making a rape joke. But he also had these super progressive jokes in that same period of time about gay rights and like telling your kids and all that stuff, and also Mormons. There was like a joke about that. Do you remember that? It was like,
I remember his act and being not like, it's not shock value. It's like intelligent shock.
I think in the same special he had a rape joke and he had a joke where he defended gay rights.
Right.
And nobody listened to the gay rights thing.
Well, the rape thing wasn't a special. That was at the Laugh Factory.
Oh, okay.
When some woman
he said, I hope you get
he's
raped.
like, what, he literally was like, all right, what should I talk about? Like, he's writing jokes. He wasn't like prepared. So he was like, well, what's other stuff that I should talk about? And some guy yells, rape. And some woman goes, that's never funny. And he's like, I think he even was like, what the fuck is funny about that? And some woman was like, that's never funny. And then he was like, I mean, wouldn't it be funny if 5 guys just raped her right now? Like, just an off the cuff, let's say the worst thing because it's the worst thing. It's in the room, contextually makes sense. And then, of course, somebody fucking filmed it or recorded it or reported it. And it's like it took on a life of its own. And he like was at the forefront of the great rape joke debate of 2009.
Where was Chappelle to save us with Yonder Bags?
He's probably blowing a trans woman.
Whoa. You're going to say that about the goat?
You're
going to say that about the goat?
That's the only thing that could bring about that level of obsession.
Yeah,
It's literally the only thing.
It's the only
He got
thing.
his heart broken.
By Candy. Oh, man.
Oh, damn, I thought we were forever.
All right, let's do a voicemail.
We have 2. Just because these are kind of like the same flavor.
Of love.
Hey, beautiful boys. I think I talked too long last time and got cut off. But love the pod. Mike, you're my comedy crush. Andy, couldn't agree more with you that car camping, totally normal. We do in Canada all the time.
Thank you.
So I'm calling for some advice from the boys. I'm in kind of early stages of dating a dad. And his ex-wife, the mother of his kids, passed away suddenly a couple of weeks ago from acute liver failure. They have had a very strenuous relationship kind of from the beginning. He was 22 and she's 8 years older when they initially got pregnant. So there's kind of resentment connected with that. But there's also, it's been very kind of strenuous the past several years with her struggling with alcoholism and kind of going back and forth into rehab. I don't know the full extent of their background, but I do know that there's tension there. And so I don't know really kind of how to approach supporting this situation. We're earlier into the stages of dating. It's only been not quite a full year. He also lives a few towns away, so we don't see each other a ton. He lives a few towns away because 2 years ago he moved from our town to step in as kind of the live-in parent because the ex-wife wasn't capable of that anymore. Mm-hmm. It's a very sad situation. His kids are 16 and 19, and they've had, a lot of kind of ups and downs themselves.
That's hard.
Like dealing with their mom. So yeah, I guess the advice I'm asking is how can I support? I'm in a kind of an awkward scenario where it's like early stages. I've never met his kids, and of course that's where the attention needs to go right now. But yeah, I don't know. He's not the most emotionally open person to kind of express what his needs are. So I'm turning to the boys for help. Thanks, and I hope you have the best day.
Wow, that was really nice.
It was nice and tough. That's a difficult situation. I think anytime I've never faced anything like this. Let me just get that out of the way. So all of my reference points are going to be lesser extent. But anytime that my wife has been going through a hard time, like her grandfather died or something like that, that was very close. And just, there's a variety of different emotions that can elicit. It's like anger, upset, distance, all those things can kind of play in. So as a partner, if you want, you do. It sounds like you do want to be there for not only your husband, but also his children, and you guys have a real family. So if it is like that, then you really have to tell them to their face that they have permission to grieve in any way that they do.
Yeah, I think she actually said that she hasn't met the kids.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, it's like early stages of dating with this one.
They've been dating for
early.
a year.
Yeah.
I think honestly, for my 2 cents would be that I think you got to just kind of default to like whatever they need. How can I be here without, because it's like, you can console somebody. If you do meet the kids, there's obviously going to be like probably some awkwardness around that. I think that really you got to be kind of like just open to however you fit in, and also open to the fact that maybe they don't want to fuck with you right now because they're still mourning, and don't take it like it's like a final thing, because kids are going to be pretty upset when their parents die. Yeah, and I mean, I'm guessing. I
think your support for him is in turn support for the children. So if you're supporting, you're probably not going to meet them during this time, like when they're actively grieving right after the passing. Maybe you will, but I think like if you say that, hey, I got you. Yeah. And you tell that to the dude you're dating and be like, I think it's important that you throw all of your love and support into your kids who are also going through this. Be like, I got you. Mm-hmm. That shit, I mean, I'm a fucking sensitive guy that can slide off the face of the earth quite easily. Yeah. So anytime that Nicole has literally stopped me and been like, hey man, like, you're not alone in this. I got you. We've been in this together forever. And my support is here. Unending, unconditional. This is what it is. It just immediately lifts, that unspoken burden that you feel like you're holding on to by yourself, because you feel seen. You just feel like somebody else is at least like they give a fuck. Yeah. You know what I mean? So there's going to be ebbs and flows of, especially if he's not an emotionally communicative guy, he's going to likely probably also push off and distance. You got to be okay with giving him a little bit of distance while checking in, not overwhelmingly, but every now and again, just be like, hey, I'm here. Mm-hmm. If you need anything, let me know. And then you also have to be open to the fact that this could be a goddamn disaster for an early relationship.
Yeah. I mean, like I'd say, I'd be completely passive in this moment. Just like show up, try to be of service, as we say in sobriety. Try to not overextend yourself just because you are kind of dealing with such a fucking cauldron of emotions going on there. But yeah, if it and also feeling okay with there being space and uncertainty, because it's like I honestly have never pretty much anybody close, so I don't really know what that's like.
It's catastrophic.
Yeah.
And it's been, I've never lost a parent, but like that, I picture it all the time. Yeah. But I know that it's a forever changing and will leave an indelible mark that can't be erased, changed, or fixed.
Yeah.
So it's either be like super supportive and, be okay with distance, or just put on her old wedding dress and go pick up the kids from school.
Yeah.
Take her spot. Drive her old car, wear her perfume, and be like, I'm her.
I'm your mom.
Yeah, I'm your mom.
I'm your mom
Don't
now.
even tell the guy.
Yeah. Great advice. Really good advice. All right, what's our next one?
Going on, boys?
Hey.
All right, so I'm going to try to keep this as concise as possible. I am a dad of 3. I've been divorced now for a year.
Nice.
And everything's been going pretty smoothly. I've recently got back into dating, which has been, all right. Kind of a hellscape, but, I'll deal with it as it comes. My issue is, okay, so I'm divorced, dad of 3. My ex and I split 50-50 custody. And as of last month, she lost her living situation. And she had to move back in with me.
Ooh.
So we're all 5 of us back under the same roof. She lives upstairs. I live downstairs. Everything is cool between us. Everything works well. My problem is, how do I even approach this with somebody new that I'm dating? I understand that, if it's 1, 2 dates, I don't really have to, make it a big point that, hey, I live with my ex. I know that may seem weird. But, after that, how do I really, soften that blow to, reassure her that we're definitely not still sleeping together at all. We're just kind of co-parenting and cohabitating with each other just because, it's just hard to have 2 places at once right now. Any advice would be great. I appreciate it. Thanks.
My brother in Christ.
Dude, I saw Andy pounding the inside of his mitt and getting into fielding position.
Ding. What is? Here's my advice to you: is that you, for the beginning of this, when you're dating, you separate yourself from the situation and you're completely upfront. That's been my experience. This is what I'm going through, and also, it's just a good litmus test, because this situation, no matter what, is not going to get that much easier. You got an ex-wife, you got 3 kids. That's a shitload of kids. 3 kids, ex-wife, and now you got this weird situation. But I really think that you gotta just be upfront about it, and you isolate them from it. You don't bring that drama to them.
Yeah. Even though it's your house, just go fuck at the other person's house.
Or get a hotel.
Yeah.
Go on a little.
Don't do it at your house.
Yeah. Don't.
It's not worth it for this time.
No. And
unless you think your ex might join.
Whoa. All right. I didn't think about that. But and also, I think what Mike's saying, or I think maybe he said that, how do you assure them that you're still not fucking? I think you just got to be, I don't know.
Tell
convincing.
the ex-wife.
Well, didn't he say that? Didn't he say, I got to make sure that they don't think I'm still fucking? Yeah. So I think that is a concern for.
Oh, to the kids.
No, to the date.
Oh, to the date. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought the wife was coming on to him hot, and he's like, how do I tell this broad to...
No, I think it's... I do think that is a thing that is a concern for a lot of people, is they're like, I've dilly-dallied, and they're always like, how do I know you're not going to get back together with your wife? This is so fresh.
Yeah.
Why would I invest my energy when you could just be like, you know what, it's better, because that's a completely logical thing to say to
100%.
somebody. We're dating, but you know what, it turned out that this is better for my kid or whatever. To try. By the way, I did try. And I tried. But you just gotta isolate yourself from that mess, and you also don't bring it. I would say a huge thing about it is you don't show up and going like, my fucking ex-wife.
Yeah.
Wouldn't, then that's a bad sign.
Leave it at home. Be excited to see them. Yeah, make it completely separate. Or you can quietly sign a lease for a new apartment and just leave your wife in your place that you're currently living in.
With the kids.
With the kids.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
What kind of money you got?
Why don't those 3 children start making Nikes?
Exactly.
You
Get
know?
a paper route.
Get a paper route. Start contributing. Help float their mother.
Yeah. Start doing online like green screen stuff. You know what I mean?
I wrote a full hour spec for a children's show, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, I really did.
I've been meaning to do.
I might make
write
it.
some kid stuff.
Yeah.
You'll get rich so quick.
You're in. I don't know.
you.
It's totally not like it's funny because it's me. It's like it's the difference between Danny Tanner and Bob Saget. Like it's so not my comedic voice. Like it's who I am with my kids, but it's not who the small general public has learned who I am.
I think that's okay.
I think it's fine too.
I think didn't it come out that Blippi was like a cringe prankster before he got the job?
That makes sense. That voice
I fucking hate him.
is enough to make you put a hot muzzle in your mouth.
Yeah.
It is like I watched it with my son the other day and it was a cool episode. They were doing like a sweet like experiment and all this stuff, but like
He creeps me out.
Get out of here, pedo.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like this.
I'm getting pedo vibes from him. But yeah, man.
And there's also 4 different faces. There's 4 different Blippies.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
One of them Blippi was an idea. I thought it was a guy.
Blippi was a franchise? Where is my Blippi? Who is this infidel? Anyways, yeah, man. Get out there, have some fun. Just don't bring the family drama.
And can I say, kudos to you for being a fantastic example for your children that you and your wife are seemingly getting along through a situation of tumult. Like you guys could be having, this could be very hairy and shitty, but you guys are putting all of that stuff aside and you are still coexisting under the same roof and showing your kids that just because it didn't work out romantically, you're still there for each other.
Yeah.
And that's pretty dope.
Family is forever.
Yeah, said Dom Toretto.
I think that's.
I think we go to patreon.com/beautifulboyspodcast.
Please subscribe. Please subscribe.